Many years ago, I was watching a medical malpractice trial, and now the plaintiff's attorney, the injured patient's attorney, was probably one of the top medical malpractice lawyers in the country. And by the way, I'm going to share something with you during the course of this video you may not know. And during the course of trial, I saw him do something that I'd never seen any other lawyer do, and you will never see being done at a trial on TV or in the movies. You want to know what I saw and what was so remarkable about it? Come join me for a walk through the neighborhood as I share with you the answers to those questions. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney. Many years ago, after I had finished a conference in court, I'm now walking from courtroom to courtroom to see if anybody is on trial. And that's what trial lawyers do. We walk around from one courtroom to the next after we finished our business in one courtroom, and now we go to see if anybody is on trial. I have always found that it is critically important to learn from other great attorneys, from even attorneys who are not that great. I could learn a tremendous amount simply by walking into a courtroom, watching what great attorneys do and what not so great attorneys do. It's a very, very useful technique and a strategy to try and learn more information and to see what other attorneys are doing to keep up to speed and to see how they handle certain witnesses and certain trial situations. I happen to be finished with one conference, and now I walk into a courtroom and I see something I don't understand. There's a witness, there's a doctor on the witness stand. The judge is up there on his bench. The jury is sitting in the jury box. The opposing lawyer, the defense attorney, is sitting at his counsel table. The plaintiff's attorney is in the middle of cross-examining this medical expert. And what's so fascinating to me, as an observer watching this interaction, this cross-examination, and normally when you cross-examine a witness, you will typically stand either at the podium, the lectern, or you may walk around the courtroom. When you ask your questions, where do you look? You look at the witness that you are questioning. And that is traditionally how it's done. When you are talking to somebody, what do? You look straight at them and you talk to them. When you ask someone a question, you don't look all the way over there, and now they respond to you looking at a 90-degree angle. You look straight at them. Oftentimes, you'll look them straight in the eye. When you look at somebody and now you're listening to what they are saying, what do you do typically? You're looking straight at them. You're watching their lips. You're hearing them. Now you can judge body language. So in this instance, this patient's attorney did no such thing. He was not looking at the witness when he was asking the question. Instead, he was facing the jury at a 90-degree angle. And now, by looking at the jury, he was then asking the doctor on the witness stand at a 90-degree angle from a distance his questions. That was the most bizarre thing I have ever seen. I had never, ever seen an attorney do that. And I couldn't understand why he was doing it for the first couple of minutes. It was fascinating to me. I kept thinking, I don't understand. Why is he not looking at this doctor? Why is he not paying attention to his answers? And then it finally came to me. From a psychological standpoint, it was fascinating. What I found was that when he was turning to the jury, he was looking straight at every single one of the jurors. He was looking straight at them, and they were intently looking back at him. The questions he was posing was posed not to these jurors, but to the doctor on the witness stand. And you know why he did not even bother to turn and glance at the doctor on the witness stand? Because he didn't respect him. That's the bottom line. He had no respect for this doctor whatsoever. Not only did he feel that this doctor violated the basic standards of care, but everything in his body suggested that this guy was less than truthful. It was so obvious the moment you heard this attorney ask questions of this particular expert, you knew from those questions and the tone and the manner in which he was asking it that the attorney did not believe a single word that the doctor had to say. And now when the doctor responded, this same attorney did not even bother to glance at the doctor as he's answering the questions. He simply did not and would not give the doctor the respect that he was hoping he'd get by being up on the witness stand with all of his fancy credentials. This was a fascinating perspective because I'd never ever seen this happen before. I'm proud to say that for the past number of years, I work at this law firm where this attorney is the senior trial lawyer. And it is a remarkable scenario to see this in action. I've never seen it done by anybody else. You never ever see this happen in the movies. You never ever see this happen on TV in a courtroom drama. And in any courtroom I've been in, I have never seen any other lawyer try and replicate or try and do what this attorney did. It is actually remarkable. And in my opinion, he was able to accomplish it. I don't think many attorneys could actually make this happen and pull it off. The judge may get annoyed. Why? Because he sees that the attorney is not paying attention to the doctor. He sees that he doesn't care what the doctor's answer is. He recognizes that he's being not flippant, but he recognizes that he's not giving any credence to anything that the doctor is saying. And that's perfectly okay, because there's nothing that says you have to stare and look at the doctor when you are now cross-examining him at the time of trial. So this was a fascinating look and an insight, and literally it opened up my eyes to the different possibilities of how you question witnesses during the course of a trial. So why do I share this quick story with you? I share it with you just to open your eyes and to help you understand how these types of medical malpractice cases, these accident cases, and these wrongful death cases work here in the state of New York. You know, I recognize you're likely watching this because you have questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if your matter did happen in New York and you are thinking about bringing a lawsuit but haven't done so yet because you still have questions that need to be answered, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. You know, I answer questions like yours every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at Oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.